For just 1 minute, please pay your full attention. Welcome to Super Science University Bhagavad-Gita, which only can fulfill any of your wishes, aka the real Santa. Plus, it is the permanent solution to any of your problems. It answers every possible question. It will give you permanent happiness with your freedom in the end, the highest, most prime, most secret, and the only complete knowledge, which is the source of everything. Please refer to Yatharth Gita by Swami Adgaranand on yatharthgita.com or Spotify, which is the only genuine and complete source of knowledge. Please remember, incomplete knowledge is dangerous. So let's continue. Out of millions of people, whoever knows this is the cause of wonder, whoever hears about this soul is also the cause of wonder. Whoever preaches about this soul is also the cause of wonder, and someone else does not know this soul even after hearing about it, meditating on it. This is a very amazing thing. For one thing, Krishna says that moving in the direction of this soul in any way is a wonder, a miracle. To turn towards the soul in any direction is a miracle because only one person in millions raises his eyes towards that height. Otherwise, our eyes remain stuck in the ground. They never rise towards the sky, they remain entangled in the lowliness. Our eyes never fly towards the heights. We never spread our wings towards the sky. Only one person in millions. So others remain in lowliness. Now I would say you would be wondering if the world population is 8 billion and counting. So if out of 1 million, one person raises his eyes towards the soul, that means there would be many like that. No, first of all, sorry to discriminate against gender inequality. It's about men. So the count goes down to 4 billion. By men, I mean not in the body but via the nature of a person. Then, out of those 4 billion, mostly men are leading animals' life. So, the count would probably go down to 1 to 2 million. So, what does it mean? It means maybe one or two people out of the whole world population knows about it, that they are soul in reality. That means they would have those experiences in their lives to know this reality of them being soul. Perhaps the biggest surprise in this world is that sometimes a person is eager and thirsty to know himself. It should not be like this, but it is like this. Who am I? No one asks this. What should be is that this should be the basic question for everyone. Because for someone who has not even asked, who am I? What is the point of asking anything else? And someone who has not even known, who am I, has set out to know more. There should be no more surprising person than the one who whose own house is full of darkness, who has not even lit a lamp there. But Krishna is very sarcastic. He is very funny. It is very ironical statement. He says that Arjuna, it is a matter of great surprise that only one person in millions set out to search and know about the soul. But later he says another funny thing. So he's being ironical here. Krishna says, but that soul is not attained by thinking, understanding, contemplation. It is not even attained by thought. One thing is surprising that hardly anyone ever thinks about it. But even the one who thinks does not find it. The one who finds it is the one who transcends the thought while thinking. The one who reaches there while thinking, where the thought says that it is enough. Now I cannot move further. So your thoughts also give up. One out of millions, only one starts thinking. Then, out of those millions who think, only one goes beyond the limits of thought. And without going beyond the limits of thought, there is no experience. Because the existence of the soul is prior to thought. The soul is behind and beyond thought. Thoughts are waves rising above the soul. Thoughts are gusts of wind running on the surface of the soul. The soul cannot be known through thought. Thoughts can be known through the soul because thoughts are above. The soul is behind. Thought can be known through the soul. The soul cannot be known through thought. I can hold this handkerchief with my hand, but I cannot hold my hand with this handkerchief. Try to understand. The hand is behind, the thought is far above. There is a world outside us of objects that is outside. Then there is a world inside us of thoughts, but that is also outside. We are behind that too. It cannot exist without us. We can exist without it too. At night, when you are in a very deep sleep, in a very, very deep sleep, then there are no thoughts, but you are still there. In the morning, you say, there was no dream, there was no thought, the sleep was very deep, but you were there. You can exist without a thought, but your thought can never exist without you. That which is behind can know the thought, but the thought cannot know it. So you have to pay full attention to know what I'm trying to say. But we try to know through thoughts only. First of all, we don't even try to know. We try to know objects. If one in millions somehow get rid of objects, then he gets entangled in thoughts. Because after objects, there is the world of thoughts. If someone gets rid of thoughts also, then he is able to know himself. So Krishna says he cannot be known through thinking, contemplation, study, discourse. He has said another interesting thing in this, that it is surprising that someone explains and preaches about the soul. First of all, it is surprising that someone should preach about the soul because soul is not needed by anyone. Who will listen to the sermon? No one's necessity. Only that thing can be sold in the market which is needed by someone. The soul is not needed by someone. Therefore, the one who dares to preach about the soul is completely crazy person. So you can say that person is me. He sets out to sell something which no one is ready to accept. But guys, I'm selling something which is of infinite value. You just have to pay attention to my introduction and then you will know what I'm trying to preach. Just 1 minute. So Krishna himself must be understanding that he is supplying what Arjuna does not want, what he does not demand. The poor fellow is asking for something else. He is asking for escape. He is asking for a runaway. He is asking for consolation. He is asking for solace. He is saying, save me somehow. Get me out of this mess. He is not talking about the soul at all. The soul is not needed by anyone. That is why it is surprising that a man ever goes out to sell his soul, which is not even possible because he doesn't even know that he is the soul himself and he is sleeping until and unless he is not aware about that. So, unless and until you have some curiosity, you are living a dead man's life.